Hello there. Today I want to talk to you about the Canada Recovery Hiring Program, the CRHP. This is maybe something that you've heard of. It started in June, so the first period was June 3rd, June 6th to July 3rd. And it was not, or at least in my world, it was not a huge release by the government. It wasn't like when CEWS was released and it was like, oh, we have this new program, blah, blah, blah. So I want to talk to you about it today because we are getting relatively close to the deadline for that first period application. So I think it's important for you to know what it is, whether you are eligible for it, and how to apply for it. So here we go. The CRHP, that one didn't have a good acronym like CEWS, like that was a good word, but like corrupt. Anyway, the subsidy is similar to CEWS in that it is a reimbursement for wages that you have paid to employees. It runs the same periods as CEWS, or not all of them, but it starts on period, I think it's 17, from June 6th to July 3rd is the first CRHP period. And you can either apply for one or the other, not both. And the point of this program is that they want you to hire more people. And so where CEWS is based on the eligible remuneration period, which was January 1st to March 31st, 2020. This one is based on the incremental change in your total wages that you've paid out from March 14th to April 10th, 2021. So at that point in the pandemic, when everything felt shut, that's when they are they're calculating that difference. So let's do an example. So let's say that you were closed and you weren't paying out anything during that March 14th to April 10th, 2020 period. You had no employees on the payroll. So then your baseline there is zero. So now let's say you're paying out, say, $1,000 just for ease of math. So $1,000 in that first CRHP period from June 6th to July 3rd. That period is 50%. So you would get $500, which is 50% of that $1,000, because that's the difference between the baseline period of March 14th to April 10th and what you're paying out now. That 50%, though, is less than what you would get through CEWS, which is 75%, if your revenue decline is generating the maximum CEWS amount, right? So if you've got that significant decline in revenue, then CEWS is probably the way to go. However, the CRA has a handy little calculator for us, and I've left I've left a link for that in the description so that you can calculate both, so that you know which one to apply for. Because like I said, you can't apply for both at the same time. It's one or the other. Generally speaking, though, if your revenue is only declined a little bit, then CRHP is the way to go. And if your revenues decline significantly since your comparison period, then that CEWS amount is probably going to be the way to go. CRHP is not going to be at 50% for the entire run of it. So it started June 6th. It's going to be over November 20th. And each of those 4-week periods sees a decline. Well, the first 3 are 50%, and then it declines after that to a maximum of 20% in that final period. The time to apply, though, is now, because that first period is going to close December 30th. So you definitely want to get your applications in. Plus, the sooner you apply, the sooner you get paid. If you have any questions about the Canada Recovery Hiring Program or CEWS or any of the programs really, you can leave your questions for me in the comments, or you can book a call. I left a link for that in the description as well. If you're feeling like you just want to outsource all of your bookkeeping and accounting and taxes and these subsidy applications, then I am here for you. Also book a call if that's how you're feeling, because I'd love to chat with you about your business, about what you need and how I can support you. I hope you have a lovely evening, and I'll probably see you tomorrow.